Because it can't possess you to do it.
Yeah, but it'll like you shoot it, and you're like, what? And somehow the gun is like a banana.
And the gun's still on the table, and you've got a nana.
And the mirror's outside.
And the mirror's got the gun. Hey, shoot her.
How did?
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to another CrabTales podcast. Today we're going to be talking about Oculus.
I'm ripping a bomb.
It's a spooky movie. My name is Bryce. I'm joined by Kieran.
Hello.
And Jason.
Hi. Hi Bryce, how you going?
Good, Jay. Thanks.
No worries.
Oculus, it's a scary movie.
I feel ripped off.
Do you?
I thought this was the invention of the Oculus Rift, and yet there was nothing about unless
it was the Oculus Quest.
Yeah, it could have been. I feel a little bit ripped off.
Had you seen it before?
No, I hadn't seen it before.
Kieran, you seen it before?
No.
Oh, I'd seen it before, but I barely remembered things that happened. But
Was it better or worse the second time, you reckon?
I don't know. I didn't really have an opinion the first time because I didn't remember enough.
Fair enough.
Like I'd seen it before. I knew the ending and everything, and I was guessing things were happening, and I was still wrong.
Huh.
So.
It's good to reflect on it.
Shush.
Because it's the mirror.
It's about a mirror.
Yeah, you wrote that down, I reckon.
No, I didn't.
There's no way you didn't have that one.
That's improv.
Oh, here we go. I don't know if you want to start off with some of the actors and stuff in the movie, because I wrote it down, so I thought we might as well fucking say it.
We have no choice now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
That's
Well, you have a choice. You can say no.
No.
The mum, Katie Sackhoff.
You can't say that.
I don't know. That's
She
probably
didn't do that.
So the
might have
mum.
done
Do
that.
you know what she was from, Bryce?
was she from a movie
Yes.
show?
A movie show.
This is so fun.
Yeah, you're winning.
Go on. Yeah.
Yeah. She's from Mandalorian. She's Bo-Katan. So she's in all those anime, and then she did a lot of Battlestar Galactica, which I have never seen, but I just read that she was in for 7 years. So, she's in a lot of other things, but I don't know what the fuck they are.
Okay.
The sister, I don't know where I wrote sister, but Kaylee, she's pretty much only in Avengers and Jumanji.
Yeah.
You know anything else she's in? I flicked through and I was like, don't know it.
No, didn't she come off Doctor Who?
Oh, she's in the new Doctor Who.
Yes.
But yeah, okay. Well,
Let's not check that. Let's just go out there
yeah,
and say
let's
that's
just
a
say
fact.
that's 100% fact.
Fact check yourself.
Yeah. So she's in Jumanji and all that. The brother Tim, Kieran's boy. Kieran watches all the shows that this guy's in.
Yeah.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
No,
He doesn't have a good track record, but yeah.
yeah. Kieran loves saying his name. That's the thing he loves saying the most.
What's his name, Kieran?
Brandon Thwaites. Thwaites. You say it.
Thwaites? I don't know.
Is it Brenton or Brendan?
Brendan.
He's from
Thwaites.
Australia.
Okay,
Thwaites.
so he's off Home and Away.
No.
Is he?
No, he
I
was off.
swear that sounds like
You say the show because I've got that
Yeah.
fake name in my head.
So there was a show called Slide.
Oh, okay.
It was a very I don't know what we call it, like a teen drama show.
Yeah.
That sort of show that was a little bit edgy, but as an 18-year-old or maybe even 15 to 18 sort of thing, you would watch it. So as a 28-year-old, I watched it. No, I don't think I was younger than that. I think I was only 24.
Yeah.
I turned 23 next week. Yeah, he's from Queensland. He was in Titans TV show.
Yes. He's Robin.
Mm.
That's what he's mainly known for now.
No, but the other one is the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He was
He's
in
what's that? What's?
Bill Turner's brother. I don't know what his name is though.
I thought it was his son.
Bill Turner's son, I think. Is it a son? How can he be son?
What's Katy Perry's?
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah. That.
But that's Bill Turner, right?
Yeah. Oh, maybe it is a brother.
I haven't watched much Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's just go with it.
If I
I
remember
wrote
correctly.
son, so maybe it is that.
Yeah, so you wrote son. Yeah, there we go.
But I'm defending.
He was
that
in a
it's his
lot of
brother.
bombs though, including that, and he's in the Gods of Egypt, which bombed as well.
Yeah.
There's something else.
So that Pirates of the Caribbean movie, I was in Melbourne when I went. I don't know why we're talking about Pirates of the Caribbean now. I went to the cinemas in Melbourne to watch it because I was tired. So it was on, and then I went to sleep while it was on.
That's what you do.
I went
What?
to see Lord of the Rings 3 because I needed a shit.
No, I'm just saying.
That's a long shit.
No, but I'm saying, like, I picked a shit movie, and then I went to sleep while it was playing in the cinemas. And
Because
just
you
slept.
couldn't get into your hotel.
I couldn't
room.
get in my hotel room.
Yeah, lead with that one.
Oh, in my mind, I'd already said that.
Okay,
So,
all right,
yeah.
fair enough.
Am I let off the hook then?
Not
Okay.
really.
The younger sister. I'd looked at, like, the younger sister. The sister, but when
Fuck,
she's
you're
young.
confusing me. You said the sister
Well, it is
when
the
that's
sister.
the daughter.
The sister, but when she's the young version of her, I'm saying.
Just say Kaylee.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we already did Kaylee.
But you implied before that the mum's
Kaylee.
sister was. It was just confusing.
Fuck's sake. Okay, Kaylee as a young person, does like heaps of horror. I was looking through. She does like heaps of horror movies. She was in Slender Man, that 2 or 3 of the Ouija movies, and then the young boy is in like Insidious. Is there like a thing where if you're like a young kid, you have to get something signed so you can be in a horror movie? So they just are in all of them?
Sure, yeah,
Oh,
surely.
So that's
Or
why
they're
they're
like,
just
you're already
in them.
I'd be
broken enough.
traumatized.
We don't break
I
any
don't
more
know.
kids.
Would you? You're just acting it.
Yeah. Nah, I think it would be.
I don't know, but that was just weird that I found that those 2 young ones were in a lot of other horror movies that were like that.
Yeah.
And then I didn't look at the dad because I didn't care about him.
Or they're older and they look young, so then they use them for that.
No, they were still young.
Oh.
I think the kid was only 10. That's what they're supposed to be, so I don't know.
The dad's out of other stuff.
Is he? I skipped him.
Swear
No,
I've
I did
seen-
look at it and I
don't-
couldn't find anything, so.
I was
couldn't name
thinking
anything.
straight away, I'm like, oh, Impractical Jokers. What's the. Mur. Oh, Mur's in this.
That's so.
No,
Is it
it's
mean?
close.
I don't think it's mean at all. I think it's just, yeah. Yeah, so this movie.
Yeah, let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, I just wanted to get actors out of the way, alright?
I
We
I
don't
also
normally
think
do it,
The
but.
dad was punching above his weight.
Uh,
Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know,
you know
he's-
how you do that thing where
He put
maybe
on a bit of
8
push.
years ago, he was full head of
Yeah.
hair,
Muscly.
muscly.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, you're really ripping into this guy.
Maybe he just
Nah,
got her
I'm
pregnant.
nothing
She hung
bad.
around.
You just called him Mur and then said he's punching above his weight.
Overall, I think he's boring. Out of all of them.
Yeah, he wasn't. So, we'll go kind of play by play, but
Yeah.
out of all of the.
Boring because he had a job.
Yes.
No, what? No, more of like when he was fucking being scary, he was less scary than when the mom was.
Yeah.
He was just kind of just like
Because he seemed like a dick anyway. So you didn't know when he was being like crazy.
because you didn't show him enough of being happy dad.
Yeah.
I don't think you saw him not being possessed. Like other than when they're
It
first in the
seemed
room
like
and
it.
he's like, "Out, kids."
Yeah.
That's
We're
only
gonna
because it's like,
fuck.
Get the fuck out because I'm on the phone.
Yeah,
Should have killed him then.
yeah, because you see the mum turn. You see the moment when she's happy, and then she does the thing where she's possessed.
Yep.
Where the dad seems like he was possessed his whole life. That's such a
Jesus.
fucking get wrecked, cunt. This dad, I'll tell you what. Yeah, so I don't know where you want to just like with.
let's start with the beginning.
Yeah,
how
go.
it's like he's in therapy or whatever. He's like, I no longer hold the gun or whatever, and then he gets out, and then she's like, "Hey, you're all better. Let's go fuck that up."
It happens very quick. Is it the next day? Or that night
I
she
think
gets
it's-
the mirror and then the next day they do the thing.
Mm.
Because he sleeps somewhere.
No, but she leaves the bidding during the bidding for the mirror.
To pick him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, why? Okay. That's not your
But then
husband's
something happens
thing.
at night. Because they go to sleep. She puts him in a spare room to go to sleep. So he goes to sleep. So there's
Yeah.
a night that's happened.
I
Yeah.
thought the relationship between those two were weird. Like straight away when he walks out of there, it's even odd then.
I just don't think that. I don't know. It's hard to put yourself in the shoes of being brother and sister, and then for 10 years, because they implied that they never seen each other.
Yeah.
Like not even while they're in there. So to even have the same, like,
Which they back up later. The
Yeah.
fact that
but like even to have the same like I don't know, interests, or to maybe she stopped care. I mean, she didn't obviously,
Yeah.
but you know, there's like lots of weird things that I don't know. I
And then also straight away, I'm like, he must have done something really fucked up that he's in the psych ward. But we'll find out what it is, I guess.
yeah.
It's like, is
Yeah.
he dangerous? Why was he in there? It doesn't really fully tell you.
No, they say that he shot his dad early.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure they say that, which I'm gonna keep trying to skip over. But does that lower a lot of things? You know, it keeps flashing to the past, right? It's gonna do that. Flashes to the past, and then you see either him, the little girl, or even the dad in certain danger in a certain situation that wasn't, because it's already been told. So because you like, you know what the outcome is. So everything that's happening in the past is kind of like, for me, I was like, I already know what's happened.
It was
or what's happening.
Yeah, it is a problem with a lot of movies, but I feel like they use that. It works with you in the end. They start using it like. Wait, we have to discuss it more before I
Yeah,
can
yeah,
say what I
okay,
want to
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
But straight away, she wanted to she wants to kill that thing. So in my mind, I thought there was a creature that comes out of the mirror. I was like, oh, they're going to kill the creature.
technically there is.
Is it though?
And the mirror is the creature.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
just
but
possessing stuff.
But there's other spirits that are coming out
Yeah.
of it. So all of the
Mm.
spirits of the people that it's killed
Yeah.
are
But-
all doing things because their voices and stuff.
Yeah.
Which we skipped by that again straight away.
I did straight away. I like the start and I like the flow of it, everything.
yeah.
It's like a time limit. It's going to be taken away in 3 days or something. Is that what they said?
She said I don't know how many days she said.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't write it down, but I remember that. Yeah, she didn't have long.
Mm-hmm.
But they were auctioning it for 16,000. I think it got to. I don't know what.
No, it started at 10.
Yeah, and then someone said 16, and then she kind of leaves. So
Yeah.
it's an expensive mirror.
And then somehow she must know the person. So, oh, can I just have that mirror for a few days?
Unless her job is looking for.
Or she's
things,
the
or
one
like she-
transporting
Yeah.
it.
I think
Could
that's
be.
what they
Take
implied,
cares
that
of it.
she was the one transporting it. I'm
Ah,
not
yeah,
100%
that
sure,
makes
but
sense.
yeah, and then
Yeah, it's different.
yeah,
So she was kind of working at this first part when she's walking through. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
She said I think, I don't know if she got the job to look for it, like became
It seems like
good
her
at
entire
it,
life
and
is
then,
dedicated
yeah.
to this now.
to that whole thing, and then I don't know, to like do the first, what do you call it, spooky scene with her looking in the mirror and then the reflection of the mirror, one of the mannequins or what, it wasn't even, I don't know, one
Yeah.
of the heads turned.
She loves ripping sheets off stuff. She rips it off the mirror. Then she starts ripping it off those things.
But what do you do in that situation where you're looking at a mirror and then something in the background moves? I mean, I'm out of there. I'm just saying.
But she
like,
knows the mirror's fucked.
Yeah, I know, but then what would be if she knows that the
Oh,
mirror's
the
fucked?
point in
Well,
taking.
why would you bother?
Yeah. Why is she revealing all the statues?
Yeah.
And then she's about to get to the actual one. It reminded me of a game, and the people keep pressing the wrong one. Like, It was
Yeah.
clearly the one at the back.
Yeah.
Stop pulling it off.
Yeah, you're
The other
pulling it off
two.
the wrong ones.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense.
And
Would've-
then that
yeah.
guy comes up and is like, hello!
Yeah.
Right in their
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
What the
Fucking-
fuck is that guy doing? It's ready. All right.
I forgot what scene it was, but there's one where the brother's walking around in the dark or something, and he kicks a box in the dark
Mm.
or something, and it made me fucking jump.
Oh, really?
Oh, God, you got me.
I think
Fucking zinged me.
so. I wrote this down as well. Most suspenseful scene as that, because that was suspenseful. The thing with the thing, like maybe it went on a little bit long, but it was kind of just alright. But later when it shows, remind me of all their names. Tim.
Katie.
Kaylee and Tim.
Tim.
Kaylee.
So Tim
Tim.
does this like thing that everyone in horror movies does, but there's a jump scare at the other end where he walks up and then he stops, and the camera does that stop thing where it stops a bit ahead of him and you don't see behind him, and then he turns around and normally it's like bang, there's something there. He does that walk, turns around, and instead of the bang of something, there's nothing.
Yeah.
And then and I was like, are they gonna? I can't remember because I wrote it early in my notes, but
Gonna suck you
are they
into
gonna
it.
set you up for that later? Like show you nothing, show you nothing again, and then bang, show you something, sort of a thing.
Usually when they do that, the next thing scares you. So he turns around, nothing's there, so he goes to walk, and then something might jump.
And then nothing happened.
Yeah.
That whole thing, it just
There
showed
was a
him
scene
walking
where
and
someone
doing it.
turned around and person was standing there.
Yeah, that was that. There was the mum. There was a couple of them with that.
No, it got me. I hate the look of her. I think the lady that miscarried, she's behind the dad or whatever, and then Tim looks through the door and she disappears, and then she just goes and pops her head out.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
it's like
that was
that's yuck.
that was the one that was. She had a name, I think I wrote it down, Marinol or something. She was like one of the ones that died, and they make it out like he is
Manorol.
He's not cheating on her because he's just with
He's
that
possessed by it.
by that girl.
Yeah.
She's whispering things in his ear. Because did you watch the subtitles?
No.
Subtitles, like when the whispering happened, sometimes it said whispering, and then sometimes it said stuff like.
Oh no, actually I did, because they had a fight later on, and they were telling you what they were saying in the fight while you were in the kids' room, which you wouldn't be able to understand what they were saying.
Yeah. There was one that I couldn't hear, and I even ran it. Still couldn't hear it. Was the scene's coming up, but well, not really coming up at all. But when he's pulling the thing off and all that, they're saying no pain or something like that.
Yeah.
So something you feel no pain at one stage, and then so he's like, because I wrote down, why wouldn't he, like, if he's ripping off his nail, he'd be able to feel that. I'm sorry, but because that's being talked to him, he apparently he does whatever the thing says.
We need to back up though.
Yeah. Sorry.
So Tim doesn't want to. She's obsessed with destroying the mirror, but Tim's not keen on that.
Because he's been taught that it's all in your head, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Your mind.
He does say he does say a lot of smart things though.
Yeah.
Like everything that he's saying, and he's been taught, like telling him that the mind sometimes creates different
They make
thing.
yeah.
So like
narratives.
making like just to suit your theory because you think that so much that it's just creating something that didn't happen.
Well, they said they push memories or something to make it make sense in your head.
Yeah, because otherwise, if something doesn't make sense, then it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So you need it to make sense to believe it.
So you see
that's why.
quickly that they're polar opposites, where he's spent his life trying to not remember that, it was fake.
Yeah.
And then she's spent her life being obsessed with it. And you see that as soon as they go to the house.
Yeah.
And she's got everything set up.
She's done her research.
Yeah.
She has. There's still a lot of things that are a bit like, I don't know. I mean, how long did she think? The food and water thing gets me a little bit.
You see as well in that other, when she's about to take the mirror, the plants in that place are dead as well. I was like, oh, that must be key. When she's leaving that.
Oh, really? Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. I noticed it, like when they did the flashback. They highlighted the fact that they were dying.
Yeah.
He even mentions it, I think, at one stage as well.
No, he says the kids are doing it.
Yeah, but then I think he tells the kids later. But yeah, yeah, she's even got a dog because the dog apparently it sucks the life out of dogs.
It makes dogs disappear.
Well, okay, yeah. I was like, because it sucks the life out of plants, right?
Yeah.
So I guess because otherwise a dead dog would be there, right? Do you feel like she called it dog because she didn't want to give it a name so she wouldn't get attached to
I
it?
swear it gets called a name later on.
I don't think so. I think she says a name, but she's talking about because when she looks
The
back,
previous one,
the dog walks
Okay.
past.
Yeah.
And then I think she whispers that name.
So in her head, just for the people who haven't seen it, she knows everything that the mirror does. So she's got these plants. She'll see. She's testing the room temperature. She's filming the mirror.
Yep.
Apparently, the room temperature rises.
It should go up or down.
Yeah. It kills the plants. She's got a timer set every half hour to eat food, and then she's got a timer set.
There's 45 minutes. She said one. She goes, I got a 45-minute timer to change the batteries.
Yeah.
Which
Because it fucks with technology as well.
Yeah, so like because it could drain them or something.
Is it batteries
could
or is
be.
it the tapes? No, it's 45 minutes to change the tapes.
Oh, was
isn't
it tapes?
Yeah.
She mentioned something. I wrote batteries down. I don't know why. Thermostat, video cameras, and her fiance calls every hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
supposedly.
And then the
on
timer
door.
for the anchor, the yacht anchor, is going to hit the mirror
Every
if
that
she
hour?
doesn't turn it.
I think that's half an hour.
I
isn't
thought it was half an hour as well. Yeah,
it might be
if
half
she
hour.
doesn't turn it off,
Yeah.
which gets to a thing where it's dumb later on. But
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, there's a. Yeah. I mean, the whole thing is it's because so you can't. Did they do that here where he tries to destroy the mirror? And
yeah,
then when he
picks
goes
up the
up to
stool.
it,
Oh,
he
yeah,
ends up
puts it down.
talking, and then he's just got the stool on the ground. And
That's-
she's like, "You can't do it."
That's when he's talking about the fact that her mind's making up stuff to
Yeah.
fit it in.
So it's like I think you can't physically destroy this thing.
Yeah.
Right. But she set up a trap to try physically destroy this thing.
Yeah,
Which I would understand that it wouldn't work.
The mirror's too smart.
But then so what happens if she just tests the thing swinging? I don't know if she obviously hasn't done this, but try test it out swinging down with, just let the timer go. Stand back, let the timer go.
But then the mirror might put her there. The mirror would find a way to stop it.
I feel like at this stage the mirror isn't strong. Like
it only just got in the house. The
it
plants are
starts-
alive.
It starts, and then it starts draining, and then it starts becoming the thing.
Yeah.
Like, I get that thing, unless the mirror does the thing, because, like, it managed to stop him from doing that. Maybe it makes her keep turning it on. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a thing. Like, I was just like, why wouldn't you just try that once and see what happens? I don't know. Like, because it's got, at this stage, we know it's got a crack in it. So someone has put a crack in it at some stage.
She
which we
implies she
find-
did it.
No, you see, you find out how it happened.
Yeah, but she said, "Did you like that?" She looks at the crack, implies that she did it.
Yeah.
Saying-
I hope that
But she didn't do it, though.
Well, she said
She
it.
was
Yeah,
there.
it was that. I hope that
I
her.
mean, she was there, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she didn't necessarily do it.
I like that after he puts the stool down, she's like, "Hey, you put the stool down," and then she's got that extra story about that guy who ran up to it, tried to smash it, couldn't, and then walked into traffic.
Yeah.
It's like,
I didn't write it all down, but yeah, all these people's stories. I was gonna do it.
We don't need
I
it.
was like, holy fuck! I thought there was only gonna be a couple,
Yeah.
so I was like, I'll start writing them. Oh, there's
Yeah.
fucking
She
heaps.
just keeps going.
There's a lot of people.
So you have the entire time she has all these things. She's done the research, and he's trying to disprove her, and still
Mm.
doesn't really believe it because he's been taught like that.
Yeah.
And then I thought of the narrative he was saying, the mind makes up stuff. I was like, then that could also work against him, and that his mind's making up stuff that is not real. So they're both
Yeah.
at
I
odds
guess.
with each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
This is in the middle of her speech, because she doesn't convince him till later, or something doesn't happen till later. But like they've only just started, and all of a sudden, ding, time to eat. It's like, what? You should have eaten just before
Yeah,
this, and then fucking weird time to start eating. But yeah, there's a lot of flash forwards and flashbacks, and I didn't really write down when they did that. So
Some of them I didn't care for too.
I
But
d-
that always happens with flashbacks.
yeah, the flashback stuff, I get it because they're trying to build something.
Yeah.
But the problem is we see the end already. Not the end, but the future.
Yeah.
But I like the flashbacks because they kind of fill in lore of sorts.
Yeah.
Like it's like it fills in the blanks.
Mm.
It's like sure we're at this stage now, but
But they
wanna
told
know,
us some
like-
stuff that we didn't need to see again. They already explained some of the things that
But
happen.
so, am I misplacing of when he starts pulling off the nail and stuff and hearing the voices? Is that before Tim finds out in the future? Like watching the movie, does he pull the nail off and then it flashes back forward and then Tim finds out that something's happening?
I don't know.
Just because then finding out that it's, because technically you don't know that it's like it's possessing people or doing anything, right?
Yeah.
You could actually be watching the movie and thinking, no, this is crazy, and then he did kill his dad for no reason or whatnot, and they were just having a fight, or his dad killed his wife, and then all that stuff happened, and there is no spirit thing.
Yeah.
But because they're doing that thing in the past, and then later they do a reveal as if like, oh my god, it is actually haunted. It's like, yeah, well, I know because I watched the flashback just, a little bit longer.
Mm.
And so it's like, so that reveal doesn't mean anything. Because it would have been interesting just after they have an argument. So am I skipping through? They have an argument anyway. And that's when shit happens, but you don't know that happens. They go out to the other room and then she starts crying as if like he's talked sense into her.
Yeah.
and then you could just end the movie and just be like,
Well,
they were crazy.
the first sign is when the Kaylee and that are playing outside with the guns, and she peeks through and sees the woman there, isn't it?
Well, she sees a girl in there.
And I had to play that twice. I'm like, I don't know what she's seeing until she said it. Then it skips, and then she says it at dinner, and he plays it off like it was nothing. Like he doesn't even get defensive or anything. He's like, I don't know.
That's the
what
way
you're
you'd
talking
play. I mean, not an expert, but that's the way you'd play it if that was the case, right?
He just goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's looking, because that's when he hurts his finger, isn't it? And he puts a band-aid on it.
Yeah, no, he's biting his nails because she even mentions.
Oh,
don't
that's
bite
right.
your
You
nails.
don't do that because it's gross, kids.
But yeah, and so he puts a band-aid on.
And then it gets grosser.
Yeah.
When he's really biting those nails.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess that's how you'd play that. You would just, well, you're crazy.
No, he's odd though. Straight away,
But
he's odd.
I think that he's supposedly possessed,
Yeah.
so he's supposed to be quite odd. But yeah, he just let the dog out. I already let the dog out just to go out in the yard and do whatever the fuck. Like, it's run away now, get hit by a car.
But that's just to get it away from her, I think.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
I mean, you don't know, the mirror could have eaten it still.
It could have. Actually, yeah, it could have.
Yeah, I wrote the fight scene is next because I said if it ended there, it would have just been like almost like a documentary of just like, she's actually just crazy.
Yeah.
And this is actually what happened.
What makes her go back in the room? Oh, no, that's right. She convinces her. She walks back, looks in the room and goes, ah.
Yeah, and then they watch the camera thing. So is it
It's
fueled?
so odd, that scene.
I liked that.
When they're pushing the cameras together.
Yeah,
It's so fucking weird.
Well, the weird
But
thing...
They're having their conversation while they're doing
it's
it.
like you saw it the way that the mirror made them see it. But the mirror's like, nah, you're actually doing this.
So how do you beat it? Straight away, to me,
You've
it's like,
already
that's
lost.
going to fuck you up.
She literally also does a thing where... I think is this after? Must be after because I wrote the other thing first. But, so... When is it fueled by anger? Because they were angry at each other, yelling at each other. And that's when it really took over. When the mum...
they moved in happy, though. They're all happy about the new place.
Yeah, but wasn't the dad upset about something? Probably his life or something. Probably, he's getting old.
He's got that office set up.
He's probably looked and goes, I look like Mur.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
it
I'm
could be.
pissed off now.
I need a mirror to remind myself.
Yeah, and then he's gotten angry, and that's because it's when she gets angry because it does a thing where it whispers to her, and she's like, "What the fuck?" It calls her something. She's like, "What the fuck?" And then she gets angry, and that's why she starts. So I don't know if it was like an anger thing that starts fueling it.
I just like that because he bought a gun.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
To protect
And she's like,
the family.
no gun. And he's like, oh, a gun. I'll keep it unloaded. And she goes to walk out, and he goes, grotesque cow.
Yeah, I'm looking at that note now. And what?
Is that what you call me? No, I didn't say anything.
So Tim, during with the flashbacks and forwards, it's hard to kind of go in a thing because I didn't write it when that happened. But she literally says to Tim, "I think he's gonna call someone," and she's like, "No, don't use your phone." Like it.
No, she took it off him.
Yeah, and then
Then she has her phone.
and then she answers her phone.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? Like, why is it? And doesn't she say something about like?
But it's meant to be on the hour.
She didn't trust because she's like, I'm in a house alone with my brother that just got out of a psych ward.
This might be the second time he calls though.
But that'd make more sense to say that to the guy, her partner, rather than
to
hey, I'm
cover.
gonna go break a mirror, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, makes sense. No,
but yeah, for him to call every hour on the hour, like I guess that's her safety is him calling on the hour.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously it gets weird.
Also, with the flashbacks, a lot of them.
Sorry, go.
A lot of them end with Tim looking in the direction of where the flashback took place, as if he's viewing it then and there, or is he just remembering that happened in that location?
Old Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's what they're trying to say. Like this is him remembering slowly what actually happened.
Yeah.
That night because it's been wiped away.
The young Tim's just bland. It's all about Kaylee when they're younger.
Oh, the young Kaylee's a better actor, or she's more in it more. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They're kids anyway.
Her
But I
character
mean,
is more
in it.
And the older Kaylee comes across as crazy as she's explaining all this stuff. The more she talks, that she's nuts.
Wouldn't you be?
Maybe.
Well, I wrote in here as well. I can't remember the exact thing that happened. Is it the mum tries to choke her? I don't know if I'm skipping ahead, but there's like a lot of traumatic things that happen to these kids, and then they're just go to bed. There's no way you're sleeping after that. Like, I don't.
That's right, because she turns around and she starts to choke her when she's at the mirror because she's at the mirror being like, oh, my tummy.
I also thought she was going to be like cutting her.
Yeah, I also thought. I thought you could hear that. I thought that was like.
Yeah.
Because she looks at it and then.
She was opening it up. It started opening.
Yeah, but that was the reflection though. So
yeah.
I don't know if the reflection was just showing something. But then I thought maybe she ends up cutting it as well, but it just didn't show anything.
Yeah.
So. Because I don't know. Yeah. So I don't know what's after that, but I just wrote that at one stage he's got like fucking. It must be at dinner or maybe when he's about to go to golf, and he's got like fucking band-aids on every finger.
That's when Kaylee goes to get the neighbor, isn't it?
Nah, this is before that where he's got them on. He's just got band-aids on every finger. They don't see any blood or anything. He's just got them on.
Okay.
I'm just like, why? Okay.
Yeah. But we have the dog scene. This is when the dog comes up.
Yeah.
And she's putting the dog in front of the mirror underneath a blanket for some reason. Guess you're not allowed to see it disappear.
Oh, you mean? Oh, this is before then. We were talking about future bit then.
Yeah, and then at the same time you see the dog. It's twice now. It's barking, and it doesn't like the mirror at all.
Yeah,
keeps barking at it. So she's like, "You want to be in there?" Doesn't just open the door, locks the dog in there.
I don't think she locked. I think she just shut it, but then it was locked.
Yeah,
and I couldn't get it unlocked.
But the dad opened it straight away when he returned.
Well, I mean, I just guessed that he had like a key, or he knew the way to get it. I don't know.
It could be.
It's his like
maybe the mirror did it.
Maybe, but then they lie and say the dog. They make it out like he's at a vet. And then they lie and say that, but
that's just Tim remembering it, isn't it?
No, he implies that maybe you're thinking of you're getting your days mixed up, and you're thinking the dog's still in there, but it went.
Yeah, but then no, there's a bit where the mum's on the phone. She says, and she's like, "Oh yeah, spend another day at the vet or something," and then so they're like implying that. So I was like, "Oh, did it eat it, or is it just has it been drained and it's sick and it's dying at the vet?" So they don't really clarify it. But also, as a kid, your imagination is crazy. So, like,
but she said she stood at that door and watched the whole time, and that dog never came out.
Yeah,
I believe her.
I believe her.
I believe her
because I know it was the truth, or was it? Yeah, probably.
So what happened?
Probably was. I mean, my notes. I probably skipped bits, so I don't know if Kieran wants to use his because my note is straight away up to the bit where she's eating an apple.
Yeah, that was my next thought.
Jeez, I'm trying to find the dog part. I was just looking.
We already said that when.
Did we talk about Marisol? He's writing that constantly.
That's the girl, yeah.
Yeah, he's writing that in the book.
Yeah, because I guess she's the one. So, like, if it kills you and you're a spirit there, then does that spirit inside the mirror, is they the ones possessing you, or is the mirror doing it? I don't know. Because it seems like the spirits are telling them to do stuff.
I think it's the mirror. I don't think... See, it's a thing where I think their souls are trapped, but then they're still controlled by the mirror. So it's like the mirror's still doing it, but just using them as a vessel sort of a thing. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because that would...
I have...
Because then why would the mum and dad... I mean, why would they do it in the first place?
Before the light bulb, I have mum trying to kill the kids.
Yeah, so that's the traumatic experience thing I must be talking about. She tries to choke the girl.
She chases him upstairs and shit.
Yeah. And then there's banging on the door. Then the dad comes home and there's a real weak sleeper on her.
Yeah.
Sleeper hold. Like, it was loose as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even pretend to make it tight.
First I was like, I thought he was trying to kill her. Like, maybe he wasn't trying to kill her.
But that was like a bit where he seemed like, it's like, you know, like the whole time you're like, oh, the dad's bad. He's evil.
Yeah.
Come on, like, stick with your mum, kids, because you're going for the kids, right? And then it switches and you're like, oh, maybe the dad.
He just saved.
Go dad, you know? Maybe the day. But then as the call goes through, I think the whispers go back in his ear and then he's like, oh, and then he is possessed again.
Yeah.
Like he seemed like he was human for a bit.
Yeah.
Because if he is this possessed thing, why would he bother stopping it?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. So yeah, then he chokes her out weakly, and then chains her up.
And then we see that delightful apple scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish that it didn't do the double turn, not double take.
That it wasn't.
That she bites the apple and it turns out to be a light globe, and she just cuts her mouth a bit.
Yeah.
They just made it like there was a big bit of fucking glass in there.
Yeah.
Just have a little bit, like she's cut herself in her mouth. She's like, oh, that sucks. Spit out, whatever, and that's still there. But then it turns out, I was like, oh no, that didn't even happen again.
She's actually eating the apple.
And she's actually still eating the apple.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a weird.
But maybe it's to just trick you completely. So you
But
go,
I
like, this
think-
isn't real.
I think
But
it's
it's real,
I
but
think
it's
it's
not
actually to now that I think of it, it's probably to make the other scene later look like, or that could be the double. It's like bang, double. All right, twist again, but it doesn't twist again
Huh?
with the fiance.
Ah, that one.
Like
Yeah.
that scene happening, and then you think, oh, it's gonna do the twist again, but it doesn't. In this one, it did.
Yeah.
So it's like it picks and chooses when.
Yeah.
So you never know. It's
Yeah.
like, I did this thing, but I don't even know if I'm doing it. I'm not doing it. And even after I see that I've done it, I still don't know if it's done because you could twist it again.
Yeah.
So it really just messes with your mind. And
And
as a
then-
viewer as well, you're like, I don't know what's real anymore. Like, are they outside? Are they in the house? I don't know. Anyway, that's later. But yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Because then it starts making a thing like, is he in? Are they reenacting the flashbacks, or are they actually taking place? Because it starts getting confusing. They start mixing up the older Kaylee and the young Kaylee and the older Tim.
Because there's a bit where, so Tim walks in
Mm.
to a room. I don't know when this is, but I'm just going to say it anyway. Tim walks in a room and young Tim looks at him.
Yeah.
And then something happens, and then they're just like, I think they just fade away or something. I was like, but he literally looked at this
Yeah.
future Tim. Are they, I don't know, is there something?
It's the mirror, bro.
Dun, dun, dun.
The
It bends-
mirror's
it-
doing it.
I mean, it bends reality that much that it travels through time. Fuck, that would be cool.
No, it was just putting an image in his head. It's like, because there's
I mean,
that point
yeah,
where
he's-
he's on the phone and he walks outside and he goes to call someone, but then it comes to and he's sitting against the door.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. Like, it's in his mind, the young one's reacting to him. But really, like, that wasn't the past. That's his memory of
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
Because all of it can't be his memory because there's scenes without him in it. Because
Yeah.
if you
He
look,
wouldn't have known.
he
that.
wouldn't know certain things are happening. So they can't all
Yeah.
be like flashbacks. But yeah, we're the biting the light.
So she wakes up in front of the mirror and the sounds are going off like that anchor's about to come down, I think.
Yeah, I think even a little bit before that. Does he go outside and call? No, this is. Oh, well, I think then this is right near the fiance bit then, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So the fiance bit is before that, where she turns around and her mum's there, like all gross and stuff.
Yeah.
I think they also show the bit where she sneaks in the room, like in the flashback. She sees her mum chained up. She's eating.
Now the when she wakes up in front of the mirror is before the
Oh, really? Oh,
the
okay.
fiance.
There you go.
Yeah. Then maybe he comes into the house at that point.
Oh, okay, maybe. Yeah. Then she just wakes up and turns to her. So the alarm goes off, and then she just redoes the thing.
Does the alarm go off that wakes her up? Or does she just wake up? When
I feel like she just wakes up. Right?
Because maybe.
But then she runs over and turns it off.
Yeah.
She definitely she doesn't turn off. She just like rejinks it back up.
Yeah.
Do you think that the mirror is scared? Do you reckon it's like these guys?
That sentence
Right.
is just so random.
So,
Do you think the mirror's scared?
so the mirror's obviously it's like sentient somehow, and the anchor's gonna come down. Is the mirror like? Is she gonna stop the anchor? Is her body gonna stop the anchor smashing me?
And did she think
And
about
so
that
on.
when she designed the anchor too? Did she think, I'm this thick, Tim's this thick, this thing needs to be this thick.
Yeah.
So if I block it, it still gets the mirror.
Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna use this little
Yeah.
yacht anchor that big.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another story.
Not sure about her plans and
Yeah.
stuff, but yeah. So it does a thing where what's on the ground? She has plates or something on the ground. Why are the plates on the ground?
I thought it was a pot plant. She
No,
boots
but
a pot plant.
when she thinks it's plates.
Yeah, it was plates because her mum had smashed plates.
Yeah, that's right. So she starts because I think she goes. It's in the past. She sees her mum, and she's like, "I'm yucky and scary."
and the
she's
fucking
eating.
tongue falls out or something.
yeah,
Some chunk falls
She
on the...
tries to eat
that's when
a
she's
plate.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
eating.
So
the
she's
ceramic.
eating the plates, and then she thinks she sees them on the ground. The plates on the ground that's smashed. She grabs her phone and goes over it. I think she goes over where the pot plant is as well.
I thought she goes dead pot plant, boots it.
She does that before she goes upstairs.
Yeah,
I'm
for
pretty
no
sure.
reason. Just boots it.
Yeah,
a
she
hero.
starts getting like, I don't know. I feel like her character changes weirdly.
Yeah.
Like
I think
where
it should really be like what she was doing. Like, look at the room, it's going up in temperature. The plants are dying. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but then she's booting this plant.
Mm.
She's randomly stabbing this ghost thing that she should never be like. If she knows what it is, why would you ever stab it anyway?
Yeah.
Just that terrified.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, she's supposed to have researched all this stuff.
Yeah, it
like,
tricks
she should
you.
know not to
Yeah.
be jumping to conclusions and doing this.
It's
sort of
not
thing.
physical. It's not going to touch you.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah. So obviously she stabs her fiance.
Stabs her fiance in the neck with a fucking pot plant. What a
Yeah.
way to go.
And then she waits for the double turn, which doesn't
Yeah.
happen.
I get you.
I didn't realize she was still holding the plant, and I thought she'd go with the nails going in the
wow.
side of his neck. I was like, jeez.
But then I did like it's kind of like not eerie, but like I don't know, there's a lot of questions get thrown up when he's stabbed there and then he's calling. And then
Yeah.
you're like, what the like
So
what's
did he
real?
die or not?
What's
Yeah.
real, what's not anymore? Like
And why would
don't
you
know.
make her feel good? Like, why would it on purpose call that?
But
Oh, no,
then-
you didn't really.
Because
do it.
then she never knows. She doesn't know
Yeah.
anything. It's keep her mind like I mean, even as a viewer, we're still like, I don't know if
Yeah.
that guy's dead.
Does Tim see the body?
Yeah, he's with her at the time.
Yeah.
That's when she brings the
Okay.
phone up.
Yeah,
And
but
it's
she
like-
also brought the phone up
Oh,
and
this
looked
sees
at,
it's real.
and looked at the fucking. I swear she looked at where the pot plant where she grabbed the thing from before. So she's like,
Yeah,
that
why is the
phone could
phone
be playing-
trustworthy? Yeah.
yeah, I don't understand
Nothing's
why
trustworthy.
that is ever right. So yeah, I don't know.
And that's when they get outside, don't they?
They go outside and he calls the cops.
911. I need an ambulance and the police.
Mm-hmm.
And then he hangs up. It's like
No, but
but at the address. But it's like, don't you have to stay on the line?
Yeah. We try it again.
yeah,
And then he tries again, and it's like, get your dad to call.
Come
Yeah,
get
which is-
bitch.
which is what it was saying to the girl when she called. She called like a bunch of people
Yeah,
and it was always the same.
same person,
Yeah,
same voice.
I would be fucking out of there, to be honest. There's a situation in the young kids and as the adults where they could just leave.
But that other guy tried to leave. He got hit by a car. He ran into traffic.
Yeah, but I mean, even early, like they've proved that something weird happened
Yeah.
at a certain stage, and it doesn't seem to be like that brutally strong or anything. There's like a leaving scenario. I feel
Yeah.
she was saying the radius of it as well, that it controlled and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like to leave that, I mean, I don't know.
I reckon we save it for the end. How would you destroy it?
Okay, yeah. No, I'm cool with that. What a fucking voice I've got. Oh, yeah, I fucking skipped a lot. I think I was doing this thing where I was watching going, what the fuck is going to
There was too
happen?
much weird shit. It wasn't like you could
Yeah.
make sense of it. It's so odd.
they did like a lot of jump scary things, like spooky, like the one you seen with the mum that come, or not the mum, the Marisol, I don't know her name, Marinol. Her face comes across,
Yeah.
sort of thing.
The
what
mum's
else?
teeth's all fucked up. She looks freaky because she's been eating the
Yeah.
glass.
Yeah, there's something wrong with her.
And then they start all having those eyes, those weird white eyes.
Yeah, like
or whatnot.
I don't know what you.
But they go back inside because they see themselves looking at the mirror. And like, are we actually there? Or are we actually outside,
yeah.
and they're trying to
Yeah.
lure us in.
Wouldn't you be? I mean, if it can control you moving around and doing things, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if the mirror really wants you to just grab a knife and stab yourself in the neck,
Yeah.
like, why isn't it doing that?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would think. And
Or
then
puts
be
like a, I don't know, massive creature in your neck, so you grab something, start stabbing.
yeah, and
It
then
could do so much. It
and
seems so
then-
powerful.
and then it's just like, but because it's not doing those things, I feel like I'm safe where I am.
Or
Yeah.
maybe it's there to traumatize the fuck out of you. Maybe it's there to really like break your soul or something.
I mean, it seemed like it was trying to do that, I guess, with some of the other things that it
Mm.
was showing and stuff.
And then you finally see what happened in the at the start, how the whole thing started.
Yeah.
And you see that where she's like, because the mum trapped. No, he freed the mum from had the collar around her. He freed her, and then
It was like, go get him, sort of a
yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And-
Sick 'em Rex.
Hmm.
yeah, it started giving me that Resident Evil that we played, that vibe with the
Biohazard?
rednecks and that walking around the house. And then yes, so she's like, you run out, and she's got the golf club, which she eyed off earlier in the room. The daughter looked at the golf clubs. I was like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, she's gonna use them.
Well, I really remember the one other thing that I remembered was them trying to destroy the mirror, and then all of a sudden they're not destroying it
Oh yeah, that's right. They're
Yeah.
just hitting next to it
with the golf
yeah.
clubs. She fucking.
Because the boy doesn't leave the house, does he? Oh no, he does. He gets out, but he
They all
sees.
hide in weird spots
Yeah,
because. Oh no! And there's is it Tim rewatching it from like the fucking cupboard? Like old Tim is watching everything
Yeah.
that happened from the cupboard as well. I
Mm.
don't know.
so that Tim, they run out. Kaylee hits the mum with the golf club, and Tim
Clocks
gets
it.
out. And then Kaylee doesn't make it out the window. Is that right?
No, she
No,
runs
she
down the
falls
hallway.
out. doesn't
Oh no!
she?
Oh yeah, no. It's the opposite. Kaylee gets out, and Tim's not out
Yeah, because he hides. I'm pretty sure
because he's an idiot.
he's hiding
he
because he
runs down,
starts
he
warning
hides.
and saying, I don't know what he's mouthing. I think
He's
he's
under the
trying to
kitchen.
say, like, "Mum's right behind you, and she's gonna."
No, that's when
grab you."
Kaylee returns.
Yeah, but she comes
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then
And-
mum goes
yeah.
and tries to choke her, except she's got these wicked hover hands.
Yeah. There was I don't know what's
Apparently, you're not allowed to choke children. I don't know what it is.
Who would have
It's
thought?
so weird.
Yeah, but even like in the other one when he was choking her, he was doing a whole loose one. I don't know why, but yeah.
Mm.
But then she snaps out, right? So she snaps and becomes
Yeah,
her
yeah.
human.
For a
and,
split
and she's like,
second.
"Holy fuck!" And then the dad must, I don't know, maybe
And then
he
you
realizes.
kind of like, oh, is the dad saving the kid, or is he still possessed?
I think
it's
he
like-
is. I think he's real. Maybe like she broke away from it.
But you think at the same time he broke away. He's like, shit, the psycho is trying to kill my kid now, so he shoots her.
Or it's the mirror just trying to break the souls.
No, the mirror's not that smart.
I really think the mirror.
I like
is
the
just
idea of
trying
the
to
fact
torture.
that no, because you see it in her face.
The mirror is.
She
a
does the thing
demon.
of just like, wait a minute, like I don't want to kill my own daughter. I love my daughter, and then she gets shot.
I reckon that's the mirror doing that. I reckon the mirror is like, all right,
You're giving the mirror too much credit.
go out and shoot her, and then the mirror goes and lifts the fucking psychosis off her, and then she's like, "This is my kid. What am I doing?" And then she's dead, and then that fucks up the kid. So then the mirror can have more potential to eat more kid.
I like the idea that the mirror can only project things instead of
Yeah. What?
it
But it's
possesses people. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Anyway, I disagree. Um,
Not again.
Well, what are you gonna do? And then yeah, so she gets shot, and then that's when they go destroy the mirror, right?
Yeah.
And well, they tried to anyway. And then he comes in, and then a lot of shit happens, and the kid, young Tim, ends up shooting Dad.
No, Dad shoots. He
Himself.
pretty much kills himself.
Yeah, but he's holding the hand of the kid.
Yeah, and also so that because I don't know if that was like that goes with your theory that they're trying to traumatize the kid to make him like shoot his own dad, but because it was so I guess unexpected and the mirror didn't protect itself at the time because he's the one that cracks the bottom side of the mirror
Yeah.
with his body.
The
So
mirror's pretty fragile.
I
So
mean,
if
it's a mirror.
so you're saying if an anchor were to hit a woman against it, that would probably
that's
smash
weird.
it.
That's weird, isn't it? How it's kind of like, yeah, I'd say that would smash it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird if that happened.
So I kind of don't get the ending bit then, with her young Kaylee going to hug mum Kaylee through the mirror, but actually that's not young, it's old one doing it.
And
also,
there is no mum, so she's hugging
and then
herself.
she just happens to,
Yeah.
because they showed that as in like that's what's happening, right? If it was, but the problem is if it was old Kaylee looking at the mum and being like, "Oh, mum, I miss you. I'm trying to help you," and she goes up to hug, it would ruin the ending.
Yeah.
Surprise shock thing, right?
Surprise.
So, but yeah,
When they drop anchor,
yeah. Well, he does it because he thinks
smash the mirror.
I'm a
time.
clever boy, right?
And he
I've got
can't
this.
see her there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he can't see dicks.
See, that mirror is powerful as fuck.
What
Yeah.
just made her invisible? Fucking not that impressive. And then yeah, so she gets fucking.
I didn't think it was real for a bit. I was like, it's fine. And then
It's really brutal when you say it happened too.
Yeah.
What, like it switches and it's him there? Like, I mean,
Nah.
what else would it be happening?
Oh, it's like happy ending. Happy ending.
So
and it's like
this
smash,
movie
and it's
did
like,
not have a
yeah.
happy ending. It
No.
was, yeah.
Bit of a sequel bait. The mirror doesn't die. Sequel.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be a whole new set of people.
Or
Yeah,
you do the
obviously,
previous people, one of the ones she talked about.
Ooh,
but then
I'd
it has
like
the
that.
flashback thing. Or you do it, all the ones she mentioned are all in this movie. Like they start popping up. Half a body, the guy that got hit by the car in that brutal picture.
13
so-
Ghost style.
Yeah. Fuck that movie shit.
Only when you rewatch it as
What
an
movie?
adult.
What movie?
13 Ghosts.
What? That
Is that when it ends and all the ghosts are around her and something? Or whoever it
I
is?
think so. And there's all
Yeah.
that shit.
It's not great. It gets dumb.
It gets real.
I'll fight you
I
right
liked it.
here.
I liked it.
I'll put
I
you in
liked
front of the mirror.
I liked it when I was like 12.
Yeah.
That was boobies.
Like Shrek.
Anyway, back to this movie.
Hey.
Which now I fucking forgot. Oh no.
Fuck you.
So adult Tim getting arrested in this situation from what happened,
Mm-hmm.
I see that as fair enough. When knowing the story about the young thing of what the cops would have heard and seen,
They wouldn't have put him in a psych ward.
I'm
There's
like,
no
wait,
way.
what? And
Yeah.
if anything, the girl's gonna defend him and say what she's seen. She
Yeah.
should be in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because he was the one that shot, she's still defending and saying, "Yeah, this is what happened."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was the mirror that did it. And they go, "You think the mirror did it? That's fine. You can go." Like, what? No, they're either
Yeah.
both in,
Yeah.
or none of them are. To be honest,
Mhm.
like, also, if you're looking at it in the way of dad kills mum, boy kills dad because feels threatened that he's going to kill, that's self-defense
Yeah.
as well. There's a lot of ways where I don't understand why he was in there. And I
No,
don't think
there's no way they would
don't
put a kid in
really-
there.
Yeah, they don't really talk, and the way they drag him away, like he's, like they're like,
Yeah.
"Come on, come with me." Like, what, you know now that he's done? Like, you haven't even questioned anything.
They also protect the identity of like young murderers, and they don't. A lot of the times they don't get fully charged because it's so young. So
To keep him in there until he's 21.
yeah,
That doctor that day is like, "I reckon everything's good, just because you seen yourself as the killer." Wait, what? Okay, whatever.
yeah.
I'll
So
go with it. Some
if
of
you
those
actually
things.
tested the gun, you would have seen the dad's handprint where over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
I mean, they would have seen I mean, I don't know how much, but then, because then that makes the mum look bad. I was just thinking like the choke marks that would have left bruises on the little girl.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
mum doing that,
Mm-hmm.
like, and that would have been big hands. So it's like they're obviously being attacked.
Yeah. So
How
what?
is this?
So why can't he kill the dad? He's obviously getting abused by the dad.
Yeah,
That's
it's self
retaliation.
defense.
America.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Some
No,
of the
just
the adult Tim, I can understand. Looking at that footage,
mm.
looks like he drops an anchor on his sister and
yeah.
she dies.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. I mean, there's reasons why, maybe, yeah. But that you could arrest him and do all that for him. But the young boy doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, they did the whole cycle thing. Like, oh, it's back around now. He's back where he was.
Yeah, I thought it would have made more sense for him to be dead, and the fact her crazy fucking wanting to solve this mystery ended up killing, or wanting to kill the mirror ended up killing her brother.
And then she gets put in. Yeah,
And
then
then
it'll
she
make more
goes
sense.
in.
She's in the ward now.
And
yeah.
then it's just like a thing where it's like that whole time she just let it go. Her brother would be alive, but
I think it plays on you more emotionally as as the viewer to watch him go back rather than to watch her, because he's like he's
Just
been
'cause
locked up for that time,
Mm.
and it's like now he's out. Oh, he's back in. Whereas she's like just been out, and then it's like
more like-
she's crazy.
It's more like frustrating for
Yeah.
us. Where it's like, oh, we know he's good though.
I had in my notes, it was the butterfly. The because he's screaming it was the
Yeah.
mirror.
So that's I
Don't
mean,
say that.
yeah, it's one you're not gonna get away with that.
Yeah.
You can't just start yelling that. But yeah, I don't know. I wrote the thing. Yeah,
I had a quick theory at the very end, which then so the mirror gets stronger as it goes, right? That's the idea.
like I feel like it does build off the negative. Maybe not just negative. Maybe even just like
Mm.
being scared or
Okay.
whatever. Because it seems to be like insanely strong at the end of like
well, maybe that's why it has to fuck with people so much.
yeah, it's like Freddy.
So my theory goes out the window. But
Okay, just do it anyway.
so none of the night happened.
Oh God, I don't like this already.
And they're
Kieran.
explaining it. She's explaining the anchor and stuff, and she's there, and she looks at the mirror, and then he just goes fucking and just kills her straight out because he got possessed by the mirror hell quick.
What if the mirror needs the plants to actually be alive, so it's feeding off them, and as soon as all those plants are dead, it's now no longer can work. It's drained all its essence. So if they have some with no plants, won't be able to live, thrive.
Hey,
I think it takes. I like it feeds off negative energy, plants, or like little life forms maybe
Yeah.
that you can. So like the dog, the plants, that sort of thing. So it can like suck the energy, but you can't suck energy out of a human like just because too much, too big. I don't know, but like
too much will.
Yeah,
I
where you can manipulate that.
Shouldn't the apples have started to rot though? The apples that they're eating.
Yeah.
They're not living and growing anymore.
They were in
So
the
they
radius.
don't count. I don't know. So there's this is not a theory, but my thing was, which could support your thing, of there's a scene where the little girl's looking at the boy. Little girl's looking at the boy. That sounds weird. So young Kaylee's looking at young Tim, and young Tim is looking in the office straight at the mirror, staring. And I was like, oh, maybe he. I mean, I knew the ending as well, so I don't know why. I was like, oh, maybe he's fucking possessed, and like it can get. So he gets possessed as a kid at one stage, and that was when he gets possessed, and then at the end he does something horrible, and because he was possessed, but they don't do anything with it.
I started thinking he was the physical form of the mirror. That's why he's denying all the little things she's trying to say.
Or like it does like a flat.
Oh.
It shows like a flashback of him doing things, like helping the mirror out.
Yeah.
Like the whole time he was actually possessed, but he didn't even know it, and he was doing things like, which would have helped with like the apple and the light globe thing. Like he goes and switches it or something like that.
Yeah.
And then he's doing the things, but she doesn't notice. Fuck, that's what we should write movies. I tell you what.
I think it needs a weakness, and I didn't like that. It really, in the end, it's too.
I liked it.
It's too
I
OP.
liked
Too
it. I
powerful.
liked that it was OP.
No, I think it
But
got
it's something
worse.
that just
It
can't be
started
dealt
out
with.
so good. I really liked the start and how she was, and I feel like it got off
Where
track.
do you think it went off track?
Um.
Because I was similar as well. I was like, the way that like the pace of it is really good.
Yeah, it was.
Then it got to a thing where it's like, well, I don't even know what's happening now.
I
Like,
think it was
is
after.
what I'm watching right now happening? Just tell me. Like, I don't know.
Honestly, for me, I feel like it's after she's explaining all the people that died and all them concepts, and then maybe a flashback, and then after that point, it gets fucking dumb.
Okay, well that's early.
You don't like the camera thing?
I didn't mind that. I
No,
like
I
the
thought it was
camera thing.
weird.
I didn't.
I like that.
I think it was after the apple thing. As soon as it like was like, she bites the apple. Oh no, it's actually a light globe. Because that scene looked cool. Because she turns around, you don't see it.
Mm.
You hear it. You see the drop,
Ah.
and then you see her reaction, and then it turns out it's not. After that, you question every little thing that happens. So like anything she walks on, every step, is that going to happen in the past ones? Where he walks into a room, something happens, but then it doesn't.
Mm.
Like it's kind of like, yeah, you can't wrap your mind around it because nothing you're seeing could be happening. Because apparently he did call the cops when he goes out there, and they're like, "Oh, yeah," he's like 911. Yeah, okay. Apparently he does because they're like, "Oh, he turned it in." So that bit was real. It's like I don't know what's real and what's not.
Maybe he got outside the range of the mirror.
Or
And
maybe the
then when
mirror
he-
just let him do it because it knew.
Or it could have done that. Or he got outside range of the mirror, turned around, saw her back there, walked back in there, then went to call again, and everything was stuffed
Because
up.
they were saying about time, like you don't know how much time has passed in certain bits because people were they were dying from starvation and dehydration
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So people weren't understanding how long time was.
Why weren't the plants outside dying and the grass and stuff?
You're really set on this plant thing, aren't you?
What?
What's the radius, Jason?
Oh, 45 meters.
What if
Give or take.
Fucking far.
I'm
don't
related
know.
to this? When you look in the mirror, you swap with the version in the mirror, so you're trapped in that side now, and that evil person's now swapped in your body.
I think there's a movie about that, isn't there?
Harry Potter.
Holy shit. And the Goblet of Philosopher's Stone.
Yes.
The Goblet of Stone.
I wrote, what does the mirror want? What does it want? Why is it doing these things?
It wants souls.
Why are you running?
Why are you doing these things?
I'm less about what does it want and how did it get created.
Yeah. Cursed.
I mean, where did they say? I don't remember the first one it started, but something
London.
happened. Oh, London did it.
London.
What does London want?
What does London want?
I don't know.
Do you reckon they could make a movie like Nemo where it was in the ocean and the fish is like, the fish starts fucking up. It would possess the fish. It was in the
fish
ocean
dad
for some
shoots
time.
the
They said
fish
that,
bomb.
did they? They dumped it.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, got lost on a ship.
I mean, she's.
No,
ta-
I thought they took it
did
out
dump
there
that.
to
They
get
I
rid
mean,
of it.
if she's saying, "Oh, we got to destroy this mirror because we don't want it to hurt anyone anymore," she's got it. Just fucking bury it somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it only bad when it's in a building? What if you did leave it out somewhere?
It's only bad when it's in a building.
So how would you kill it?
Oh, how would I kill it? I don't know. I mean, there's heaps of ways like to slowly do it. Make it an inescapable thing. I don't know. Like the way it seems like it wasn't like no room temperature was changing, nothing was happening early in the thing.
Yeah.
How come it can't be destroyed then?
Yeah. He can destroy it then.
Yeah.
I reckon
Make
someone needs to be outside the radius with a gun pointed at it.
Yeah, I mean at one stage when I was thinking about it, I was
But how
like
do you know you're outside the radius?
Don't know.
like that guy knows that mirror's there. He's been arrested, but just say he doesn't get arrested and he leaves and he gets out and he knows the mirror's in there and he explodes the house. I don't know.
What about doing shit without thought? So you're not thinking about killing the mirror. You're just swinging.
Is it reading your mind? Like, is that what it's doing?
Duh.
Or is it reacting to the things that you're doing? Because if you're like, you're like, oh, I'm going to go grab some water. And you go, ha, and you punch the mirror and it fucking breaks.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like,
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, like you trick it. I don't know. Is that what you're supposed to do? I don't know. I'd put it in a situation where it has to get, like, so what happens if you set that timer, right? And then you're like, okay. And then you like 30 minutes in, but you don't tell the mirror. And then all of a sudden you just grab handcuffs and go and chain yourself to the table and go, but I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And then it can't, and then, yeah, and the key, and you don't have the key, and it can't make you, I mean, maybe all of a sudden you fucking wake up and your hand's gone and you're like, oh fuck, I don't know. I mean, if you really, really wanted to get rid of this mirror,
Yeah.
fucking set it up. Bang. Who's turning it off now? You're dead.
Yeah.
It's getting killed, right?
Yeah.
Because it can't
Yeah, but
possess you to do it.
Yeah, but it'll like you shoot it, and you're like, what? And somehow the gun is like a
But
banana,
it's-
And the gun's still on the table,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you've got a nana.
and the mirror's outside.
and then the mirror, then the mirror's got the gun. Like, hey, he shoots her.
How did?
Yeah. I don't know. This.
It's OP.
Yeah, it's a little bit too overpowered, but she managed to like. So she's got it wrapped up in the thing, right? So like,
If the mirror can't see you, is
It didn't possess that room of auctioners.
It didn't. Maybe it's shy.
yeah, that is weird. Yeah, it didn't do anything there.
Mm.
I mean, it's. She could just be there and just grab a rock while it's getting auctioned and ditch it at it and see what happens. I don't know.
Why is it
Should
called
get
Oculus?
Just looking.
It's got something to do with vision, right? Like, this is where I
You
thought
should
that.
Google it.
No,
I like just guessing.
I looked up Oculus, and most of the top stuff is just what you think it's going to be. Is the Rift?
Why don't you type in meaning?
No.
Oh,
Don't you think it would have been better if the thing didn't possess people, but it, like, because it's a mirror, it reflects things on. So, like, it sees you, so it can put you, like, an image of you somewhere else. right? And it makes you go crazy in that way instead of possessing people.
I mean, that's another way. Yeah.
Hey Siri, define Oculus.
A round eye-like sign.
So an asshole.
Bryce.
Hello. Look at our own little Oculus.
Yeah, we got our own one. That's so cute.
So, what would you rate it, Jay?
I did 7 out of 10.
Well, because of that, I might add a 0.5.
Oh, no.
5.5.
Oh, wow. You were
Jesus.
really negative on it.
Yep.
Wow.
Bryce is going to go like 8, I reckon.
That's 8. That's right on.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this one.
I could tell that you enjoyed it. Just, do you enjoy it more because it's so overpowered that you can't do anything about it?
I like that it's OP. I like that it fucked with my head. And I like that it wasn't a happy ending.
I like 2 of those things.
Okay.
The fucking with the head thing, actually, I guess I didn't like as much because later on it became too
I wish it was clever, like smarter when it did it. And you're like, oh, that's how it's doing that. When it gets to a
Yeah,
point where
it
you
could
can't explain it, then it's like,
yeah.
you can't die then. It's too brutal.
Yeah, I like the
That's the
idea that
thing, though.
if you can't explain,
I
The things that it's doing.
How powerful it is that it doesn't need to explain.
no, I think it
Like-
if it explained how powerful, then I probably
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I know how powerful this thing is and what it can do, but something that's like this guy's dead, but I don't know why or how it happened and what you did to make it happen. I mean, I understand the fiance died because she stabbed him, but like the timing on everything has to be pretty perfect, right?
Yeah.
Does it?
Because it seems like more of putting images or like memories or something in their head. Because there's a bit where he thinks he's outside, then all of a sudden he's inside, right? Which isn't like a reflection thing, like showing like him and then they're even doing different things, like controlling them.
Could be like a dream state sort of thing, though.
Yeah.
Mental
know.
gymnastics or something.
But I guess that's playing off what he was saying earlier as well, of doing the thing of like your mind makes you think of a reason of how you got to a certain place. And that's what you've done. But really, you haven't done that thing. You're still there. It's like saying what he's saying, but like
It's
Hmm.
filling
in
the
favor of the
places.
mirror instead.
Maybe.
But yeah,
Maybe it's OP.
the mirror wins, I guess. This time.
Hmm.
But next time on Oculus 2.
Oculus 2. Oculus
Two eyes.
Quest.
When did the
2.
Oculus...
2015. What?
Why is it something you just know?
Because I looked at it.
Okay. Just wondering
It
if
also
they would...
says it when you bring up
I
the
just
movie.
wonder if they would call it that if they knew that that was coming out.
No, they got away.
Oh,
Like,
wait.
I just cut
I
off
thought you were talking
Rift.
about the movie.
No, the movie's 2013.
No.
Was it?
2015.
I fucking wrote 2013.
Because I originally thought it was 2014, then I double checked, and I'm pretty sure.
2013.
Wow, that's so long ago.
Just
Yeah.
because you wrote it doesn't mean that's true. You're a
So that
liar.
was like, I
Unless
wonder if
it's
that's the
Australian
start
release.
of,
I don't know.
after that slideshow, I think, but the start of that guy's career, really. Just one of his first movies. Wait.
I think he did monkey bars after that.
I don't get it.
Slide. Monkey bars.
Okay.
Playground.
Name another one.
It's play.
What movie did we
school.
just watch? Oculus. Sorry. I don't know why I'm looking it up. I know it's 2013. It's 2013. You're a dickhead.
Why are you looking it up?
Because I fucking just did for some fucking dumb reason. Yeah. He played, yeah. He's a Maleficent.
Maleficent.
Oh.
He's been in heaps of shit. No,
Nothing.
Slide was like the first thing he was in. He was in Home and Away as well, by the way.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
an idiot.
56 episodes? That's fucking
Okay.
Of
heaps.
Home and Away.
Yeah, he's actually
Fuck.
been in it heaps.
That's not much for a Home and Away actor, though.
So-
Yeah, I guess.
Alf
you just-
Stewart slap. Pussy.
Pussy
Yeah.
cunt. Yeah, nah, because you just have to be like in the background to be like registered, I guess.
Yeah.
What are you
Well, how
fucking
many
laughing?
episodes have you been
Okay,
in?
that makes sense.
Well, none. I'm just saying. I mean, I
Yeah.
could be in it.
Yeah.
I'm more of like Toadie's brother.
Isn't that Neighbours?
Yeah.
Oh no, I knew it as well.
Uh,
It's even worse.
Toadie's the most famous one of
Yeah, I
Neighbours,
know.
Is he not?
It's the only
no,
one
it's
I know.
Margot Robbie.
She in Neighbours?
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
from that Neighbours.
No, okay. I don't think I only
With
know
Delta
the song.
Goodrum,
Is she in Neighbours?
Kylie Minogue. They all came from
Yeah.
Neighbours.
I'm gonna ask again. Are they in Neighbours?
They all.
There you go.
Guy
There you
Pearce.
Your shirt's in Neighbours.
I'm running out of people now.
Home and Away. Crims
go. Otter
Hemsworth.
Whore.
Dr. Whore. Crims Hemsworth.
Yeah, he was Home and Away.
Chris,
fuckhead.
that's what I said.
You said Neighbours.
And then I
You
corrected
did.
myself.
Did you? I didn't listen to the correction.
Yeah, no, he said it right and then said it wrong and then corrected himself.
Okay. That's my new
Uh,
voice I'm gonna do
I
for the
forgot the
pod.
Neighbours intro. And now I'm upset.
It's Neighbours.
Not Neighbours. What's the other one?
That's Playboy.
Home and Away,
Away.
for fuck's sake.
You
What?
and me belong
How
together.
did this happen?
Belong
It's
together.
like someone listening to an Oculus podcast and this cunts are singing
of
Home and Away
The
and Neighbours.
guy.
I mean, yeah,
actor.
but oh god.
What a mess. Anyways, anything else to add?
Pirates of the Caribbean, Slide.
Yeah.
That chick from I'll talk about it after.
Thanks for listening,
It's not
everybody.
podcast worthy. I'm just saying.
I hope you
Okay.
enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, show your mum, share it with a friend.
Show your
follow
mum.
us.
Hey.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go. Just being here is good enough. But thank you again, superstars.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Peace.
That's what you always do.
Yeah.